welcome to Crafty Little Things. I'm just going to show you how to make this cute little card. I think I already mentioned these stamps in a previous video, but I found these on resale, clearly besotted stamps, which I absolutely loved, and so I had to have them even though I'm de-stashing, but I'm just de-stashing Stampin' Up stuff that I never use. So the odd little purchase of things I am going to use is perfectly fine. I'll link below this lady's album. My stuff for sale, my Stampin' Up stuff for sale, is in the same on the same site, so I'll also link my album because there's still a few bits left there. I showed them in an earlier video when I made a cute little deer card. If you've not seen that, that was also made with Simply Besotted, Clearly Besotted, sorry. So yeah, so there's details there as well on that one, but these are like gorgeous springtime fresh flowers, and the dies that cut out the 3 flower bundles. And for this one I've used this and the little With Love stamp. Now all I've done is I've taken a 4x4 white card base, and I've cut out a piece of gold foil, 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Cut out another piece of white, which is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then I've heat embossed the With Love there in the bottom corner. For my heat embossing, I used the embossing buddy, which I got from Stampin' Up. I've got Clear Perfect Medium by Ranger, which I love using instead of Versamark. I just find it's just better than Versamark. And I'm using Cosmic Shimmer embossing powder in gold, and I use a Woodware heat gun, which I got from, I think I got this and these from Create and Craft. What I like about this is that it folds up, so it's handy to take if you're going to do some crafting outdoors, and it just doesn't take up a lot of space. But also there was a story I read about a lady who leaves her heat gun plugged in, as do I, and oops, just spotted something that's fallen there that I'd rather hadn't fallen, and it had fallen down and switched itself on in the night, and it had been burning into a wooden laminated shelf, and thankfully it didn't set on fire. But most of our craft rooms are full of paper and wood and fabrics, so which, like she said, it's a tinder box, and she's about to go on holiday, and she'd had that happen when she was on holiday. God knows what could have happened. What I like about them, so I thought, oh dear, I've got to stop leaving mine plugged in, which I am going to do. I'm going to stop leaving it plugged in. But if it's folded up, it couldn't possibly accidentally be turned on, or it would be very, very difficult for it to accidentally be turned on as well, because you have to slide the mechanism to turn it on rather than press a button. It would be quite difficult to accidentally turn it on, and that sort of keeps it a little bit safe from children as well. They would have to pull it apart before they could actually switch it on, so it's a little bit safer. I'm not saying it's, you know, safe or can be used willy-nilly, but it's a little bit safer than the one I had before. Right, so now I've dropped embossing powder all over everything. So then what I also did was I stamped the sort of bluebell, I'm not sure if it's a bluebell or snowdrop, probably bluebell, and heat embossed that in gold as well, you can see, and then I cut it out with one of the dies, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to attach that there, but I want to give it a little bit of lift. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it. It's nice to be able to go into a little bit more detail about, I'm not a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I feel a little bit more comfortable about going into detail about other products and why I like them, other brands' products, and where I got them from, and linking them and things like that, that I didn't feel comfortable doing before. I did used to use other brands' products, but I was very sort of, tried not to sound like I was encouraging people to buy them, if you know what I mean. And then this is going to glue on the Tombow as well. I said in another video, Tombow is very inexpensive. This green Tombow is very inexpensive from Stampin' Up, especially if you're a demonstrator and you get a little bit of a discount on it. But it's very hard to come by at the minute through Stampin' Up. Well, it was last time I tried. You can get it quite reasonably if you buy 10 on Amazon. That's the best price I've found. Can link that below if you want. And then this, what I'm going to do is I've got the normal size dimensionals from Stampin' Up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them where I can without them showing through from the other side. And this is what I do like about dimensionals, that you can do this with them. Without having to get the big square ones and cut them down. So that would do for me. Because I want it to be obvious that it's raised. And then I'm just going to lay that on. Oh, how cute is that? The simplest of cards, yet so pretty and so elegant. I love it. It doesn't need to be overly difficult to make something look really pretty. If you get a little blotch or anything on it, use the crafter's old trick, sticking a gem on. But I think we're okay. And there we go. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.